Hello guys, this is another relax and paint. We've got the shine coming through. This is early and I'm trying to be more quiet. And so I got a lot cut off. Do you see that? And how it starts out short, longer and gets shorter and shorter. But what I wanted to share with you is how we're doing variegated colors. Can you see that? All sorts of colors on an old t-shirt, but it's fun and easy to do. So I wanted to share with you on a small little canvas some really pretty simple peonies. And the thing I wanted to share with you most is how to accomplish this pretty background. And people like the backgrounds I've been doing, and they've asked me to share it with them. So I want you to think about being positive today. I hope that you enjoy this little relax and paint. And you guys like the bow making. I got that. And so I went and got some more Dollar Tree fun things to be sharing with you soon. The request was Christmas. So if you see wood at Dollar Tree, you won't believe what we can do for $1. All right. Just like the pretty buffalo plaid plates that I did. So go check out those lessons. And the ribbon is actually a good deal. You're going to get 3 yards for or 3 feet, which is a yard, and make a nice fluffy bow for $1. And it's good quality ribbon with wires in it. So let's get started. And I'm going to show you how to muddle colors to get really pretty backgrounds. All right. So we're going to have a canvas, a sponge. It doesn't work on paper very well. And we're going to use our multi-surface colors. So I put them all there, just some colors that I like. And you might use some floating medium while we're working. And this is the clear gel that makes things move when I want it to move. And then the other paints that we're using, and people say, ma'am, what color, what are you using? This is FolkArt multi-surface paint, okay? And it has this on the cap, so it shows you glass, metal, ceramic, wood. All right, and it's got a sealer in it, so it makes it wonderful. So after you get this on your canvas, it feels so wonderful when you're painting. All right, so how many of you have a buddy out there that you can be that angel that goes and helps them and gives them, inspires them to come paint with you or go to lunch with you? So today I want you guys to think all week long. Today I want to inspire you to think all week long about who out there during this pandemic and all that we can call or we can do service for and touch their lives. Our Heavenly Father expects us to be there for those who need us. We're His angels helping others out. So I love being on YouTube for you guys, and I hope that you will go share some of this with somebody else. All right, that's my goal today. All right, so let's go to the overhead camera so we can share this fun look that I wanted to show you. Oops, I gotta bring my camera over here really quick. All right, so I always put the second plate on top, and I should have done that while we were talking. All right, so I have a medium blue and aqua. I might not use all these colors, but these are bright colors I thought would look fun for what I'm trying to accomplish today. All right, so we have rich sap green, citrus green, magenta, and this is purple. Let's see if it's just purple. No, it's violet pansy. All right, so then cobalt hue and daffodil yellow. All right, so I probably will end up, I am going to end up needing white. So I'm going to put some white out here. And what's going to happen, we're going to paint with white today. So I'm excited to show that to you. And I'm going to use the same thing as my practice lesson this week is going to be with a number 8 round and a script liner. And these are my signature brushes. All right. So I'm going to take my sponge, the Donna Dewberry painter sponge, which has a green on here now instead of white. And I'm going to put a little bit of water, and then we're going to start moving this color. All right. So I'm going to let's get some light colors first, some yellow and white. All right, so I'm going to go along the edge. They have nice little frames for this size. I'm going to pick up a little bit of blue, and I'm going to go from the outside of this canvas, because when I'm going to come here, I don't go from the outside, go from the inside. I'm losing my mind. All right, so what I want is this to blend. All right, and if you're on the outside, you get a hard edge. If you're out here, you can blend. Pick up a little citrus. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more white in that. All right, I don't want to take all of that yellow away. All right, so let's get some sap. Okay, we want to just keep moving it around so it blends. All right, so let's get some blue. So that kind of gives you a teal color itself, right? A little bit stronger blue. All right, let's pick up some purple. Sometimes you can just tap it to get a pretty color. All right, I'm gonna take some of that off. I don't like the color it's turning to. It's going more mud. So I'm gonna pick up some magenta and white. All right, so you want to be careful because when I went into the purple, it didn't give me the color I wanted. So purple and white would give you a pretty violet pansy. Make it work into there. All right, so that's the color I'm liking. So see how I'm blending it? Just remember, the sponge helps to blend it. So I'm going to come back here and I need white and yellow. Look, white and yellow, daffodil yellow. Come back and add my yellow back. So I flipped the sponge and used the other end, but I really like this end better. Okay, so let's pick up a little bit of aqua. Let's see if I come around carefully, put a little bit of pressure in the middle, it'll blend it. All right, so see all these shades I'm getting? Let's get a little bit of this blue. All right, and even a teeny bit of white. Okay, now I want this wet when we start our next stage. All right, so see it's kind of dreamy. Now I got muted and dark, which you can stay all lights, but every time it starts getting muddy, add some white, okay? But I'm gonna fold this in half and put it away. So you have to play with this. I've got lots of projects where I get this muted look. So you have to play with that to get it like you want it. Now I also am going to come in here and try to keep my floating medium separate from any of that color. Now I'm going to come in here and grab some white on this round brush. And I want it kind of a little transparent so that maybe some of this color shows through. So this is medium and white. All right. So let's see what it's going to look like. I'm going to push down and pull. And push down and pull. Now what's going to happen is as I pick up more paint, and I'm pulling around, you're going to get these pretty streaks. All right. So look, I'm going to push and curve. And it's a comma stroke, which we practiced on Friday's comma stroke lesson. All right. So I can come back in here and lift and see how it gets darker. That's a really nice look that we want. So push, lift, push, lift. Okay, So we could have got a little bit darker there, but I've got more I'll show you. And so let's come over here and let's try another flower over here. So I'm going to have medium and white. Okay, with this 8 round. All right, so I'm going to come right here. And it's going to go to the center. And I can come right here and do smaller and smaller. So this is going to be 1 petal. All right, it's 3 petals. So here's another one. 1, 2. We can do that on the side. See how it's going off the edge? 1 in the middle. Push, left, push, left. All right. All right, so I might bring this a little taller here. Okay, see if you push down on it, sometimes that yellow will pick up. Right, that one doesn't show as much as we want it to, but I have a way to make it show. All right, so let's come here in the middle. So we can do mostly more white, but we want to pick up some of this wet color in here. So we're going to push and lift. Now I can grab a little bit of aqua, look, a little bit of aqua. Okay, a little bit of aqua and white, maybe even some purple. There, look how pretty. So see how the blue shows through? But picking up that little bit of aqua, let me show you what that looks like. A little bit here. And it's still damp underneath. I'm gonna grab some medium. A little bit of white. A little bit of aqua. So look, 1, 2. You can have another one here and another one here. Okay. So now what I want to show you is that we can come in here and do a pretty chrysanthemum. So what we do is we do 1, I'm not going to push down very hard, 2, 3. Now we're going to come here and close it in. A little bit here and a little bit there. All right. Now what happens is we're going to add another one here. And I keep picking up, like I keep picking up just the white. I can bring this one around more. And a little one here and there. So now what's going to happen, I'm going to pull this down, pull this down. We're going to do this again so you can be watching this one a little bit more. Okay, so look. 1, 2, 3. Let's come over here. Let's do a little one in there. Okay, so we got some little highlights we're going to put in that. But let's go over here and do a big one of these. Okay, so this time I'm going to just pick up a little bit of pink. So I picked up magenta and some of this white with medium right there. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now what's going to happen, I'm going to come out here, So we can also have just a little bit there, like it's coming around. So we touch on the tip and lift, and then I'll bring it around. Okay. So I'm picking up the pink and then going for white. So what's nice about this is the pink's right there. See how the pink shows over there? Okay, this is a good practice for you guys. So I'm going to then, these are the bottom petals on the chrysanthemum. So see I'm lifting, lifting. Now you can pick up more than just pink as you're doing these. You can come in here with other colors. Some yellows, some blues. Okay. I can even add a little one there. So you're just a really full mom. I can also come right in here and do another layer. And that's just, I just don't push down hard when I get to there. Now, what's really fun is that you can take this white and citrus green and you can do a long skinny stroke all along the side. I don't think y'all can see that too well, so let's go back and do it green. So point, push, point, push. So like you tip the point and then you push down. Tip, then you push down. So I've got the citrus and I'm going to pick up sap. So I'm going to come right here, touch, push, and pull down. Touch, push, and pull down. All right, so we just have a little bit more pressure with that. I'll show you with a script liner a little bit later. So you can also start in here, push down and stand up. Touch, push, stand up. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to come up here. Let's start here. Put pressure, stand, and pull to the tip. And so I can pick up some pink and some green. Touch, push, and stand up. I see all the streaks that are in there. Just as what we're doing, we can get white, pink, and citrus. So we can start right here, touch, push, and stand up. See all the pretty color? White, lavender, and a little citrus. Touch, push, and stand up. All right. You can also decide just to do white. So we're here, we're going to push down, stand up, and come to a point. Push, stand up, and come to a point. Okay, so let's say we do white, and it's got a little bit of citrus in it. Am I on here? Touch on the tip, push down, and come up. Push. All right, so see how those pretty colors all meld in there? Now, what I'm going to do is I have a licorice. There it is. We're going to put a little bit of licorice. That is kind of fun. And we're going to dot with little dots. And you can use these little teeny brushes with little teeny dots. These are the detail brushes that we have. Okay, so I'm going to dot, 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 all in the center here. All right, in a few places. Dot, 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 dot. Isn't this kind of fun? You learn all these little strokes. So you can go to my practice strokes and get the scroll work. Tap, 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 tap. All right. Now there's a couple things that are going to happen that I think you're going to like. First of all, I'm going to take this purple and I'm going to really violet pansy and fill in the center there and right in here. All right, so that gives you some depth, right? And then we're going to put some licorice in these others, but before we do, let's take our #2 script liner, and my script liners are usually thinner, so that you can get a nice little tip. All right, so I'm just going to show you a couple of these because you can decide or not decide to outline each one. But I'm going to make sure that I only have a teeny bit of paint on there. And I'm going to come here and go on the outside and outline it. So look how this changes that look when you come and add some little white on the outside. So I'm going to come along here. Let's get some more. Okay, we're going to turn around. I'm just going to show you on this flower. You can do it, decide to do it on all of them if you wish. All right. So that's just going to make the petal pop more. All right. And sometimes I might just want to bring a teeny bit in here. And I'm just going to put it on one side. See that? All right. So I can take and bring these petals out here and have a point on the petal. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a point, and then we come around. A point. So you decide on that. All right. We also are going to take and make an inky sap green. And we can take and pull it in to a couple of these leaves that we did if we want to. Now what happens on some of these white ones, they really need some white outlining around it. So look, I'm going to come here. And right along here. So we can do white. And then come up. And then I like to get a tip. So we can, oops, I can touch and make a little nice curve. So try some of those. That makes the leaves look really pretty. Okay, so last thing I want to do is I want to get inky licorice. Is this kind of fun? I want you to learn these strokes. It helps you when you're doing other little painting. All right, so what you want to do is we want to make sure we just got the very tip. There, we want it real thin. Your best liner so you can get a really thin stroke on here. They're wispy. All right, so I'm making sure it's inky and it's thin. Okay. Keep coming in here. All right. So what's happening here is I'm going to get that other little ball brush. And we're going to get licorice on here. And we're going to tap, 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 tap. So you might want to do that first and then come back and put some citrus on there. Like now. And we're going to add some white. Little tap, tap, tap the white at the top. So see how that gives that detail? And so it's probably better on these to come all the way around. All right, is that kind of fun? make a card and take to one of your friends or send it to them. Sometimes you can just paint it and send a picture and say, I painted this thinking about you. So dot, 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 dot. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here, just make it a little heavier around the bottom of this because it sets it. Do you see that? All right. I can also put a little bit of licorice in here and a little bit along here because this is the bottom. And let's put a little bit here. So enjoy this. Realize that it's just a fun little project, teaching you lots of little tips. All right, so look, I can take off some of this wet on here. So you can come in here on these little guys and make some dark little accents there. Okay, or leave it without, okay? And lots of little teeny lines here. So it's supposed to be like wrinkles in the petals. If you see daisies, you do see those Gerber daisies. You can see the little grooves in the petals, just like I'm showing you here. All right. Okay, so what I think makes this look really good is that we're going to come in here and let's do over here little dots. I'm tapping those little dots with my little finger. I hold the brush steady in my little finger taps. It gives you a little bit of splattering. And what I want you to see is that some of this, you can even come in here and tap little taps. See that? Just a little bit. Okay. So we're just doing a little pretty color background and a few pretty little centers, right? So I'm going to put some more little lines and you'll see those in my picture. All right. So we come around with all that little detail. I also like to come along here and make that wiggled on the edge. What's fun is this liner can do lots of nice detail. Sometimes I do this little line work with licorice too. See this one? There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. See all the pretty fun colors? Thank you for being with me this morning. I hope you enjoy this using the 8 round and the script liner and lots of pretty fun colors. All right, we can even get brighter in here, but it's a good showing your backgrounds make a difference. Thank you guys. Have a great week.